My name is Lex Coors. I'm the Chief Data Center Technology and Engineering Officer for Interaction.
So Lex, recently you've been talking a little bit about embodied carbon and the use of brownfield buildings for data center development. Why do you think that's an important vector for sustainability?
So it is important in a sense that if we can avoid to breaking down buildings first of all, then get rid of all the rubbish and then build again, that's a lot of carbon. If the building is suitable, then why not use it? You know, it makes a lot of sense.
Can you give us an example of a building that...
So I give you two examples, Marseille 2, Marseille 3. So Marseille 2, I remember I was there with Fabrice, we looked at it and Fabrice said, I want this building for my data center. It was easy. It also saves you a lot in time because you don't need a lot of permit work, you don't need a lot of construction work, so it's just M&E work basically. And the guy from the harbor authorities, he said, that's brilliant, you can have it, but you know, you also have to take that one. And that one was actually a submarine bunker from World War II. I looked at it, I said, okay, we can do it. Because there I saw two things. I saw the existing structure where I could use slots of capacity, and I saw the empty space in between the building and the deflection wall. What I said, okay, that's then big space. The other ones are real good for enterprises.
Tell us a little bit about your journey with Schneider Electric and how that's kind of supported you with sustainability.
So, if you think about this, I can say we're 23 years together. And it all started in '99, and we're new, well, not new to industry, but new to data center industry. And I was looking for partners because you can always go for the lowest bid, that's easy, but eventually that will bite you because there is no loyalty between the vendor and the end user. And so I thought, okay, let me look at who's available. At that time, Schneider Electric was well known for their breaker sections. APC was well known for their UPSs. Uniflare was well known for their cooling equipment. And they all came together. And all of these years have always been working together with the three of us. And it's a dynamic environment where you have questions and where you have, let's say, answers, or they have questions for you. For instance, on sustainability, it all started, let's say, with energy efficiency. We started in 2003 with something called energy overhead. And actually the same metric as PUE, but we called it energy overhead. And you have then so many questions where you have to go to Schneider Electric. You say, I'm thinking about this. Do you think that makes sense? You know, Schneider Electric has always been one step ahead of other companies. If you look at Schneider Electric today on sustainability, on their scope 3, wow, you know, it's really, they are ahead again. And I'm referring to them as leaders because, you know, the other ones, they're doing a good job. And I expect them to catch up. I expect them to chase Schneider Electric and actually beat them up as much as they can, get them off the throne so Schneider Electric can come back again. Because this is not going fast enough. We need more speed, we need more innovation, but we need to do this because innovation can be a risk. You know, you can have something completely new and then it doesn't work or it blows up when you don't want it. So you need to have these companies which have, let's say, the engineering capacity in the background with a lot of knowledge. Innovate, but make sure it's solid. Not just like say, okay, well, it worked for a day. That's important. And that is what I see with Schneider Electric. We innovate, we challenge, but it's always solid. And that's an important thing.
And is that helping you then with your customers, the scope 3 aspects of your own operations?
So, not yet on that part, but where they're helping is at the EUDCA. So I'm the chair of the policy committee, and at the policy committee I receive a lot of consultation. And let's say on the scope 1 and 2, we typically, as the data center operators, we're answering them as a group. But let's say on the scope 3, it is, let's say, the Schneiders of this world, who are basically helping us let's say, scope the wording, because that's upcoming legislation. The good thing about EU is that they're open for communication. It's not that they said, well, that's it, and now you need to put up a procedure to actually get it done the other way around. No, you have time to actually communicate with the EU, get your plans in, and see if you can advise them. They listen, they explain to you what the issue is they need to solve, and go from there. And Schneider Electric, and there are some others in the group as well, they're doing really a good job on this, especially on the Scope 3.